Ancient chronicles speak of a realm stretching 26,000 li east to west, over 24 million acres of rivers, deserts, frozen peaks, and boundless forests.
In the Middle Ages, education and governance could only reach a fraction of this vast land. By the Qing era, the heartland and the so-called 48 families' domains were unified. More than 15...
By the end of the century, the Ming banners had stilled the waters of Taiwan, Xidong, and Miao. No span in our history reached farther. To manage such breadth, the court relied on the inner cabinet, the niche.
They say no one speaks of this place by its old titles anymore. Those who cross its threshold call it only one thing: Jiwen Yuan Pavilion, a house of words, of memory, and...
My lord, the docket lists you as master of the pavilion.
It has never been used before. People are already whispering.
Let them whisper. The hall is called Zhi Wenyuan Ge.
In the Ming court, even a grand secretary of the highest rank, one who had served in 3 halls, 2 pavilions, and 2 offices, could touch no state secrets without a special edict to enter the cabinet. Yet a mere compiler or praise reader once
occurs. These halls, once echoing with the secrets of the court, now hold a quieter duty. The men of the Southern Study and the Pavilion of Profound Learning copy letters, draft...
In the first moon of the year, the Son of Heaven seeks blessing for the realm. On the 27th day, he ascends the Hall of Harmony and bestows the imperial script and silken gift.
Canopy. 2 banners, Dragon Standard and Imperial Canopy, stood over the troops as the Yongle Emperor prepared his western campaign. Yet before the march, rites were offered to all.
China's vast landscape lie 59 imperial mausoleums, monuments to centuries of rule and belief, from the snow-laden mound at Hunton River in Liaodong to Leicester.
From the snow-chiseled heights of Medicine Mountain in Liaodong to Shandong's verdant Mount Yi, to the crimson cliffs of Wu in Shanxi, the fire-born ridges of...
At dawn, the eastern peak of Tai rises above the clouds, a place where emperors once greeted the sun. To the west, the knife-edged ridges of Huashan.
In the south, Hangshan rises through clouds like a temple carried by the wind. To the north, its twin clings to a cliff, 1,000 years of prayer held in timber and stone. And in Chengdu,
in the heart of Nanyang, the Zhendu god watches over the ancient temple, his bronze presence shimmering in the sunlight. North in Huiqing, another guardian stands.
Qizong vehicle. From the cliffs of Changbai, where the mountain deity watches over the northern forests, to the solemn courts of Taihao Fuxi in ancient Kaifeng, the legacy of Qing.
In the fields of Mengjin, cypress-lined avenues lead to the resting places of Song emperors, Taizu, Taizong, and Renzong, whose reigns shaped a dynasty.
In the misty bamboo hills of Hunan rests the mausoleum of Emperor Shun, its stone lions keeping timeless watch. Far to the north, in Ronghe, the gate
north of Xi'an, the resting places of China's early emperors rise from the lowest hills like silent sentinels of history. Here lie Xuan and Gaozu of Han, Wu and Wen, Cheng and the Tang King Kang.
Beyond the archways of Shanxi and Shandong lie quiet hills where emperors sleep. Here, stone beasts keep watch. Their backs to the wind warriors line silent.
In the northern plains of Henan, between the counties of Huaxian and Neihuang, rise the ancient burial mounds of 3 legendary rulers.
Zhuanshu of the Gaoyang clan, Biku of the Gaoxing clan.
In the folds of Tianshou Mountain, emperors of 2 dynasties rest beneath these golden eaves. From the arch of Jin Taizu, past the tranquil halls of Jin Shizong, to the
2. On the wide northern steppe, where the wind carries the scent of snow and dry grass, lie the mounded tombs of the great Khans. Resting place.
Between forested hills in Jiangning lies the resting place of the Ming Dynasty's founding emperor. The path of stone leads through the Red Gate to halls lined with pines and ancient guardians.
In the Jiashu year, on the 5th month of summer, the court summoned the scholars of the Hanlin Academy. At the emperor's command, they bent over silk and ink, minds sharpened like blades. 18 poems.
On the first morning after the new year, the people of the capital stroll toward the White Dagoba, lanterns swaying in the cold breeze. Incense drifts from the temple gate while the distant...
Look at all these lanterns. It's like the street is glowing.
And it smells amazing. Sugar, soup, everything.
First time seeing the lions this close?
Yeah, they're so full of life.
Here we are.
Look at that one, like a flower.
There you go, sweetie. Careful, it's hot.
Like it?
Mm-hmm. Tastes like marshmallow clouds.
In the chill of winter, villagers set the golden outer flame, sending its glimmering shell to the heavens with prayers
for the year to come. And from the Lion of Stone.
On the 19th day of the 12th lunar month, the ancient temple fair called Yanzhou bursts to life. Lanterns sway, incense spirals skyward, and the air is free.
In early spring, we wander past Gaoliang Bridge, the willows waking and the river clear. At Wanliu Tang, music drifts like incense through carved beams.
In May, the garden wakes with color. We pause at the goldfish pond, watching ripples shimmer under willow shade, climbing toward the middle peak, incense in hand, the air.
In June, the gates of Xuanwu open to the laughter of water and the hush of willow shade. An elephant cools its vast body, and the city pauses to watch.
On the 7th month, the market glows beneath swaying lanterns. Offerings burn, smoke twisting into the night, while mugwort incense cleanses the air.
On the mid-autumn night, when August ripens to gold, the moon lifts like a lantern of its own. I wander the old bridge and find the Rabbit King, white porcelain glowing beneath the stall's warm light.
In the 9th month, we climb high to greet the cooling wind. Among the chrysanthemums, their gold bright as embers, time seems to slow. Below the old walls, the banners of the
On the 9th day, tradition calls her home. Golden lanterns crown her hair, each light a wish for her journey. The village greets her with snow and warm.
Does it really reach them?
That's what we believe. Fire carries the messages.
I hope Grandpa likes the new coat we sent.
He will. And he'll hear that laugh of yours too.
In November, the courtyard rings with the snap of rope and laughter, breath curling in the cold air. By December, she sets out clay blossoms for the faithful, fingers warming on coins of
At a noble's funeral, the banquet is lined with rings of pastry, more than 20 kinds, all forged from the mellow cream of cow and ewe. Some glisten with gold leaf, others bloom with pistachio and sugared petals. To set a full tray is said to cost 30.
In the first month, dukes and marquises vie to present the finest troupe.
In the courtyard of the Winter Palace, water is poured and freezes into a sheer silver slope. 8 men and women test their skill wearing rough pigskin shoes to ride from the crest with.
As Yu Chenglong prepared to leave the capital, he gave away the wax candles collected during his tenure. Traders sold them for 800 gold coins. That summer, the retiring official only needed.
In the northern steppe, a calf is opened along the spine, its bones and meat carefully taken out while the hide remains whole. Softened by patient hands, the empty skin becomes a vessel.
In the villages of Zhejiang, water is guided through alleys by channels made from curved ceramic roof tiles. Locals call it yin, a word that once meant smooth.
In the north, water is scarce. To feed the fields, they keep the mountain streams in stone pools called pei. When winter comes, the stored water waits like a promise.
In the mountain county of Zanhuang, bandits refuse taxes and shelter the lawless.
The new inspectors come all the way from the capital.
Think he dares climb our hills? If he does, he'd better have an army. Justice does not.
Green Eagle Command, show force successful. 10+ detainees secure. Runners heading for the gorge.
Copy. Hold the line. Make them see what they're up against.
All right, bring them in. Anyone else goes downhill, we cut them off.
When the rebel warlord Zhang Xianzhong swept into Sichuan, towns were razed and villages bled dry. Yet here in Zitong, the killings stopped at the gate. They say the god of this place.
Craft. In old Beijing, craftsmen pounded worn hemp ropes into a silky pulp. Mixed with water, it became ma dao, hemp paste. For centuries, this.
In the northern households of the Yuan, elegance was displayed not only in gilded beams or patterned silks, but in the quiet service of women brought from Goryeo. Each maid carried her home.
Look at the sheen on this brocade. The workshop in Suzhou outdid itself.
Fine enough, but see how the magpies take flight on mine. Even the thread is silver.
Across the plains of Hebei, countless spirit paths bear steles meant to aggrandize the names of ancestors. Yet the stone before us speaks with quiet integrity. Carved for Lord Jin, it carries no vain flourish.
In Fengtai, the peonies open like silken fireworks. Each bloom, larger than a hand, glows with color and dew, rivaling any garden of the south.
On the misty cliffs of Hengshan, a monk wrote verses as calm as the clouds. When the emperor's southern tour passed his table, curiosity slowed the procession.
Your Majesty, this humble monk brings his grandson to the capital. The boy seeks to sit for the examinations.
An admirable ambition, but do not hope for favor.
On the old locust tree before the Mahavira Hall, nests rise like little earthen cups of ambition. Some birds labor, twig by twig. Others snatch what they can in a flash.
Scholar, step aside! I don't repeat myself.
A roaring tide looks strong, but it breaks on the quiet shore. Your anger only wastes you.
You're lecturing me?
No, I'm reminding you there are better battles than frightening.
They said the wall was too long.
that it bled the hands and backs of the people. They called it vanity, even cruelty. But Yu Chenglong saw further. Without a barrier, the valley lay open to raid.
With patient hands, he lays the ink like mist upon the river. 8 or 9 versions refined, until this one was worthy to present. A copy he keeps at Guang's.
In Wu County, master artisans adorn the hollowed gourds destined for the palace. With a rod no thicker than a reed, gold is coaxed onto the ivory wall within, each petal.
On the cliff of Wufeng Mountain, the rock splits scarcely a foot wide, yet from that narrow wound a pine has taken root, twisted, enduring, impossibly alive. It clings to the stone like...
At the old post pavilion in Zhuozhou, a single scroll hangs in the hush of winter. It bears Shushu's poem, The Ill-Fated Wife. My heart is a reed in the wind, yet...
East of Chenghai-lo at Shanhai Pass, a solitary mound rises from the water. They say it is the tomb of Lady Mengjiang, her grass-covered rest untouched by the waves, even when the tide breathes heavy.
In the northern deserts, people call the camel a meat screen. When winter storms lash the steppe with snow, 2 animals are set side by side, a wooden pole bridged across their backs. A blanket is...
I pulled the felt over me and didn't move all night. It's heavy as stone, yet somehow softer than any wall of flesh. Out here, beneath the stars, it holds the warmth in like a secret. However, on the northern plains, this humble grass carries a secret. Its seeds, light as chaff, shine when the year turns lean. Rubbed free and simmered slow.
Spring sunrise brings the first
Very
light.
good, Hill. Go on.
I don't know how much of the blossom white at dawn will be lost by night. That's 100, Father.
And every sisters. Your visits always bring clarity to my mind.
Your Majesty's mind is clear by nature.
We merely hold up the mirror.
Yet a mirror must be polished. Speak to me of the root of compassion.
Your Majesty, the Dharma is vast as the ocean. Each question leads to another
Then let
shore.
this ink be my boat.
Please,
boundless compassion
for this humble temple.
We are honored.
Though steeped in the sutras, Shunji and his son Kangxi never raised great temples nor molded gilded idols. They sought truth in the stillness of the world itself. Clear streams, winter...
On a journey north through mountains and mist, the monk Mu Chen rode in quiet resolve. In the imperial hall, he was bestowed the title of Hongjue National.
Galdan broke his word and turned against the Khalkha tribes, raiding the northern frontier. Rumors spoke of southern advisors urging him on. At Ulaanbaatar, only 700 li from the capital, the Qing could have...
He slipped through their grasp and vanished into the mountains. In the autumn of the Yihai year, the banners rose once more and the army poured from the passes. But beyond the border, the earth had already frozen hard. Winter came before...
When word came that Bayan's forces were hiding in the frozen hinterland, the Kangxi emperor acted without delay. He called generals Fei Yanggu, Sun Sike.
Dawn. Banners of Qin, Jin, Yan, and Qi rise against the sky. Bronze and lacquered armor gleam as the states send their finest to the field. From the north, the 8 banners ride out.
In the second lunar month of the Bingzi year, the emperor led 6 armies out through Juyong Pass. They marched 30 li a day, stopping long enough for the horses to breathe, and ate but 1 meal between dawn and dusk.
Good fortune favored us. Fresh water welling from the stone, just as the men were faltering. We pushed on across the sands. In the first days of May, we reached the Kerlin River. The enemy...
Starved of grain, the army was forced to turn back. In the spring of the Year of the Ox, they planned again, this time capturing thousands of camels to carry their stores. With new strength behind them,
The banners of the Great Qing filled the plaza like a rising sun. After years of relentless campaigning, the Zungar threat had been broken. Word spread that Galdan himself died of fright, and his son trembling.
If all you say is true, the Emperor's court can finally rest without worry. Let the Empire breathe easy tonight.
In the capital's busy street, Dai Wenkui lugs a cabinet heavy with secrets. A tug of cord, a twist of brass, and 8 voices wake at once. Pipes, bells, strings, all in perfect...
Go hungry. Let's go. He's cold already.
Words can be dressed in silk, yet hollow at the core. Pride paints them bright, but they fail to hold meaning. True writing needs no parade. Its strength lies in quiet honesty.
No variety. This heirloom peony is prized in Beijing's Fengtai district. Its petals are snowy white, each brushed with a vivid touch of crimson, as if painted by hand.
The spring after the imperial rite at Mount Tai, travelers along the eastern road of Qi noticed something unusual. From one slender stem rose 3 full ears of grain, heavy heavy with promise.
Tao, styled Jincheng, was a native of Qingpu. His hands shaped trees and stones as though arranging poetry. In Chongchun Garden, every ridge, every pine, every ripple of water carries its...
After years of service, he returned to the capital, alone, tired, and sick. Within days, fever claimed him in a roadside inn. The court, honoring his loyalty, sent silver in condolence.
Time. In Jiangdong, the cassia waits for the heart of summer. Its golden blooms open in July, filling the warm air with light. Further north, the same flowers awaken.
In the capital, jade pink blossoms open in the 5th and 6th months. They are small, yet their fragrance is profound. Here, the double pomegranate, its petals layered like...
Tuberose, roses, lavender, basket full of calm right here.
Thick as folded silk, each petal gathers raindrops like jewelry. In mauve, cream, and scarlet, the Chiba hollyhocks build entire worlds of color along the path. Their blossoms...
South of Longchuan Temple, winter lifts its veil. The stinging plum opens first, bright yellow, delicate yet armed with thorns, its dew-lit blossoms outshining even the proud hypericum at its side.
In the heart of Beijing's old quarter, it sits. An eggplant big as a bucket, white as polished jade. Cool beads of dew run down its skin like it was pulled from a mountain spring.
In the cool fields of Ansu, cabbages ripen to gold. Their hearts are pale sunlight, their leaves glossy with autumn dew. Come late autumn.
I arrived in the capital at the turn of spring. Before the dust from the road had settled on my coat, I found myself walking through the gates of Xiangguo Temple. There, in the quiet courtyard, stood the old pine I had heard of.
Year of the rat again. I came to greet an old friend, but the pine that once held our secrets is only a stump now.
Plugs. Once simply called earplugs, in the south they came to be known as earrings, in the north, ear pendants. Of late, pearls have been favoured. In the previous dynasty, sapphires from distant coasts gleamed.
World. In the northern courts, they were called chuan or zhuo, bracelets worthy of lineage. Diamond dust was pressed into hammered gold, and pale jade was set between the
pillars. In the mountains of Zhending, pavilions rise like verses in a poem. The Shangguo study stands among bamboo and drifting mist, by a still pond.
In the quiet courtyard of Bailianting, 12 inkstones rest like small mountain ranges and distant seas. Each one carries a story, waves etched in jade, a crane.
Master Su, the East Palace sends you spring blessings.
Your Highness honors my humble hall. This character of fortune is a treasure.
Allow me to set verses for... At the southwest edge of Longquan Temple, by an old grave, stands a pine no higher than a man. Its trunk coils low to the earth like a dragon at rest. Centuries of wind.
Cai Cheer was a beggar with little more than rags and a stubborn, honest heart. When he found 70 taels of gold, he buried it, leaving a tablet that promised blessings to any who spared it. But when a poor couple...
For years, Chen Geta carried the old woman on his back, begging for their rice. People said she was his mother, and they gave, until one day, rumor spread, she wasn't his blood at all. The